So now we're going to move on to looking at some black and white conversion techniques. And it does help sometimes when you already have a good, well exposed shot. So this shot's actually going to be quite nice as a black and white. Just so I can show you these techniques, the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to flatten down these layers just to move them out of the way. So if I left click while holding down the control key, it highlights them all, and then control E will flatten them all, merge them all down together just like that. So we just have the one layer, and that's just so I can keep them out of the way while I show you these techniques. So the very first thing I'm going to do for the very first technique, control J brings up our new layer, control U brings up our hue and saturation. And you've seen this before, but this time instead of going nuts with the saturation up that end, we're going to drop it all the way back down to -100, and that takes all the color out of the image and actually create quite a nice black and white. But that's already because we've already been tweaking this image, but it does look very good. And if we wanted, what we can do, we could hit Control L and we could tweak our levels just a little bit more. We can darken down the blacks, keep the white nice and light, and we could even play with our midtones there just to create a very foreboding black and white image. And that's actually really nice. So that's the simplest way to create a black and white, is simply to remove all the saturation from the shot. And as I've said already, it does help if you already have an image that has actually had the contrast adjusted in the first place.